What if the world you move through every day isn't the only one you live in? What if there's another one? Invisible, silent, but just as real, that no one else can see. If you're an INFJ, INTJ, INFP, or INTP, you don't just imagine your inner world, you live in it. Let's start with Mira, the INFJ. She's talking to someone, nodding, smiling. But in the back of her mind, something else is unfolding. Memories link to metaphors. An image rises. A phrase echoes from earlier. Patterns shift and form, not randomly, but with symbolic weight. Her introverted intuition, NI, isn't passive. It's always building. Layering meanings, weaving moments into a kind of hidden narrative. And her extroverted feeling, FE, calibrates every word, every pause, to keep harmony, even when her internal world is pulling her somewhere else entirely. To the outside, she's present. Inside, she's navigating a deeper story. Now meet Elias, the INTJ. While others react, he observes. On the surface, he's calm, maybe distant. But behind his eyes, introverted intuition is doing something else entirely. He's testing variables, projecting futures, trying out structural possibilities in silence. And his extroverted thinking, TE, wants to bring those projections into reality, but only if the pieces fit. He's not just in the room. He's in 5 timelines at once, measuring which version of reality is most viable. Not just what is, but what could be. The world outside moves fast, but his internal one moves with purpose. Then there's Lila, the INFP. She's walking through a crowded street, but her attention isn't on the noise. She's holding on to something, a feeling, a memory, a thought that touched her in a way she can't explain. Her introverted feeling, FI, turns every experience inward. She doesn't just notice meaning, she feels it into form. A glance, a line in a poem, a change in the light. Her extroverted intuition, NE, makes these fragments dance, drawing connections between beauty, memory, and ideals. The world inside is soft, intricate, alive. It's not a place she escapes to. It's a place she lives in. And sometimes, she wonders if anyone else would understand that it feels more real than this one. Finally, there's Jonah, the INTP. He's surrounded by people, but his focus is miles away. Not distracted, just somewhere deeper. His introverted thinking, TI, is refining a concept. Trying to distill complexity into clarity. Not just what works, but why it works, or doesn't. Meanwhile, his extroverted intuition, NE, is flooding him with new angles. What if this idea connects to that one? What if he flipped the framework entirely? To others, he seems detached. But really, he's in the middle of a conceptual construction site. And that world, with its questions, its logic, its elegance, feels more engaging than the small talk around him. All 4 types have something in common: a dominant introverted judging or perceiving function, NI for INFJ and INTJ, FI for INFP, TI for INTP. These functions don't focus outward, they organize the internal world, giving it depth, meaning, structure. And with support from NE, TE, or FE, they shape complex realities inside the mind. So rich, so vivid, that the external world can sometimes feel like a translation. a version. Not the original, but here's the tension. What happens when your inner world feels more meaningful than the one you're living in? When the conversations around you feel disconnected from the truths inside you? When life outside pulls you to act, to react, but your inner life is still mid-sentence? INFJ Mira is in a group discussion, but her mind is tracking a subtle emotional shift, a quiet contradiction in someone's tone that no one else noticed. INTJ Elias sees a solution to a project no one asked for and doubts whether the group is ready to act on something they haven't even imagined yet. INFP Lila is at a party, smiling politely, but a phrase someone said 10 minutes ago is still echoing through her, forming a poem. INTP Jonah is mid-discussion in class, but the idea he's been working on all week just clicked. He can't hear the room anymore. He's inside the logic. It's not about hiding. It's about managing two versions of reality. One that you're expected to live in, and one that actually makes sense. You don't have to choose between them. Your inner world is not a flaw. It's not a distraction. It's a gift, a second perspective on life. But the key is connection. INFJs thrive when they bring their vision into relationships, trusting that their inner truth can be shared, piece by piece. INTJs grow when they act on their insights, even before the plan is perfect, allowing reality to be part of the process. INFPs come alive when their values find form, in art, in causes, in people, when inner beauty touches the outer world. INTPs find balance when they test their ideas in life, letting human feedback sharpen the logic, not just the theory. The bridge between the two realities is built in small moments, through courage, through expression, through choice. Maybe you live in two worlds. Maybe one of them is entirely invisible to everyone else. But that doesn't make it less real. It means you carry something rare, a depth, a perspective, a complexity that can reshape the world if you dare to bring it out. So tell me, what's one part of your inner world you've never shared? What image, idea, or truth lives inside you, waiting for a place to land? Let it begin here, in the comments. And if this spoke to you, stay with us. In Episode 7, we'll explore how to bring your complexity into action. Not by simplifying it, but by giving it form. Thanks for watching. See you on the next episode.